I don't know what he's doing. I don't want to text him because it would ruin our text chain.
It's true.
All right, so last time you guys decided to attack the remnants of the Hand of Yartar at their base at the Wink and Kiss, and did so in a hurry because after scrying on Urshnora, you realized that they might be doing bad things to her sometime soon. So you charged on over, broke some windows, attacked. One of you ran around the building, and then things went bad. That's where we are right now. It's Maxon's turn. Rob isn't here. So I guess I gotta take this turn, which I haven't thought about at all because
Great. It's just the most important turn of all time.
Can't
yeah,
see, can't see the map if we're supposed to be
But
I
you can't do
have
much
no idea.
worse.
Oh, let's see. So last turn he used his action to give Grimgar a healing potion, and then Grimgar immediately got blown up. So he's got to fight. He's got 3 attacks. What's he got left for maneuvers?
And Urkin's just prone, right? He's not actually down there.
He's just prone, yeah. Well, if he could kill this assassin next to him, because the assassin goes before Theron, that would be really helpful. So he's going to try to do that.
That's far too smart.
Remind myself of what he's got here. Okay. He's going to have to use a melee weapon. He has his shield out, so it's got to be a one-handed. The turtle claw scimitar seems to be his strongest thing.
That's what he usually likes to use. Melee.
And it's plus 11 to the attack. So let me look at his maneuvers quick here. Maneuver. Where's tripping attack? Okay, let's roll an attack and let's see how this goes, and then I'll go from there. So this is Turtle Claw Scimitar. 22, so that's going to be a hit. So now that he's hit that guy, I'm going to do tripping attack. So roll a d8. That's a total of 17 damage to that guy. We decrease the superiority die by 1, and now he's got to make a strength save to see if he falls down. Strength. 18. Oh, that's dexterity. Okay, so 15. 15 is a fail on his strength saving throw. So now this guy be prone. Now that he's prone, Maxon has advantage on his attacks.
Good job, Max.
Prone. Yeah. Okay, so Turtle Claw Scimitar for attack number 2. That's a 28. That's going to be a hit for another 13. He's got to kill people, so what could he do for another maneuver?
See one that does more damage, but it lowers the attack roll or something.
That's for shooting arrows,
Oh,
and
okay,
that is
that's right.
not. That's a feat. That's not one of his maneuvers. He's
Oh,
got distracting strike. Um, yeah, that's actually a good one. Let's use distracting strike. As a matter of fact, I rolled a D8 before. It's supposed to be a D10. I messed that up. I'll just keep the 4 though. Oh my god!
job.
It's 22 damage to that guy total, and then distracting strike. The next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. Okay. So he will now do attack number 3 with the Turtle Claw Scimitar. Still advantage because the guy's prone. That's a 30 for 13 damage, and that guy's dead. Bing, bang, boom. That guy's out. Just going to move him off the map to get him out of the way. That's 3 attacks. He's going to use Action Surge. Now, I thought he gets 2 a day. Maybe not.
Action surge.
Yeah, let me look up. Maybe it's not till I'll really. Maybe I'm thinking I'm gonna be like level 17. I gotta look up fighters here. Fighter.
Yeah, 17, 2 uses.
Okay, he
Action
only gets
surge.
1, so he's gonna use his 1 a day action surge right now. Who should he go after? This one's almost dead, but it's be the hardest one to get to. This one's hurt but not bloodied. This one is hurt but not bloodied. This one's not hurt at all. And there's one mage that's invisible, and this one's outside that he's not going to go after. It probably makes sense to go to the one next to Theron, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know that makes a ton of difference.
Which one?
Should he
Want
go
to
to
know?
this one?
Yes.
Makes as much sense as anything, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So Turtle Claw Scimitar, 27 for 11 damage. He'll trip attack again. For 4, that's 15 damage. This guy is now bloodied. He has a lot more strength though, so we'll see if this one falls. Yeah, strength plus 9. 23. Does not fall down. He's only got 1 superiority die left. Just see how the attack goes. 23 hits for only 9 damage. He's probably got to use the last one just to add to his damage. So he'll try to trip him again. Only 4 more. That's weak. Okay, out of superiority dice, out of action surges. Last attack on this guy.
Does he make another strength throw?
He does.
Not that it mattered, I
I've been
guess.
rolling advantage by accident anyway.
Yeah.
17. It would be 8 plus 5 plus 4, which is 17, so he
17.
succeeds. 12 more damage. That guy is still alive. He's hurt really bad, though. So that is Maxon's turn. Erkin, you're up.
All right. I will. Get up.
Okay, half your movement, which is like 45 feet or something.
Yeah, that took a lot of movement to get up.
Uh-huh.
I will give Theron a potion of
Okay.
superior healing.
Right, superior. Yep, that seems right to me. 26
I mean-
there.
I made a button.
Yeah, it's good.
Wait,
You're still laying down, Travis.
Okay.
Now I will turn into a T-Rex.
Okay. I just meant that you turned off the prone. Yeah.
I know.
Okay. T-Rex. Okay. That is a beast. Tyrannosaurus. All right.
Really smart to do that.
God damn.
I'm going
Everyone is dead.
Can you see, Chris?
No.
It just crushes everybody.
Now can you see?
how
Yes.
tall is the ceiling in this room?
Not as tall as a T-Rex. So
What ceiling?
he transforms into a fucking T-Rex, and just the ceiling explodes, and you. No, I will say that remember, this city is recently reclaimed by the good guys, and you're actually pretty close to the Water Baron's Hall. So in the middle of your panic, you would realize that once Theron started setting off fireballs, people were probably coming, but a minute is 10 rounds, and this is like round 5. So you would expect they're still probably not super close to just arriving, but if they weren't on the way before, they are now.
Uh,
I think that's your whole turn.
yeah, that's it, I think.
Okay. Let me move you and just see if I'm missing anybody here. These guys are all under you. Can I put them? So that I'll be able to see them. Yeah, there we go. One didn't. There we go. Okay, now I can see all the guys. All right. Technically, you can all be within his space because he is 2 sizes larger than all of you. So he is literally just straddling all these people. We got one assassin. A dinosaur just appeared in front of him after this other guy just made 6 attacks in a row. So I'm going to have him make a wisdom save just to see how he reacts to that. 17. All right. They got you guys on the ropes. Yeah, he's going to attack the dinosaur. He's going to try to stab this dinosaur. Of course, the dinosaur is very easy to hit.
Yeah, that's not really a good idea.
20. The 20 hits your AC of 13.
Yes.
Make a constitution save using the dinosaur's constitution.
I get advantage.
Well, no, you don't. Not on this.
Why not?
This is against poison, not against concentration.
Okay. Is there a dinosaur control? Got it. No. Alt?
Shift.
Dinosaur constitution.
A 12. Okay, so you're going to take the poison. He also gets sneak attack. Oh my god. Alright. You took 46. You took 46 damage on that attack.
I don't think I'm going to.
So make your constitution an advantage, Chris.
The dinosaur constitution?
Yeah. You need a natural 20. No. Alright, you change back into yourself. you had a chance if the damage roll hadn't been so freaking high.
It's a great fucking roll.
It really
Three
was.
sixes and a 4.
Okay, he's got one more attack. He sees that Theron is up. He's gonna go for Theron.
Son of a bitch.
He gets advantage. Short sword. 18, Theron.
I am down again.
Are you though?
I don't think I have my reaction back, do I?
Why wouldn't you?
Wasn't that last turn that I got downed?
Yeah, but you don't lose your reaction just because you got downed.
Okay, yeah, I'll use my last shield then.
Right. You have to use your reaction to lose it. You're up. You have your reaction. So use
Okay.
your shield and you block that attack. All right. As that guy's turn ends, you guys hear pounding against wood from over here. Just and then you hear like some wood cracking. Theron, it is your turn.
Okay, it is my turn. What could that cracking be? That kind of changes what I was thinking. I was thinking of doing a wall of force so that we can get Grimgar up because I can't scatter him while he's downed. I don't
Can't?
believe.
Why not?
Yeah, I think you can. This is
See.
creatures.
I mean, you can't be willing if you're downed, can you? It says an unwilling creature must succeed a wisdom saving throw, but you're not willing or unwilling.
What would Cosby do?
I think that he's willing.
Didn't we have this on
Okay.
another?
Yeah,
I don't think it's
I
on
mean,
scatter. On
he's
something else.
he's willing.
Okay, I have to use it at level
Subconsciously.
7 then.
Well, so your first problem is that you can only teleport yourself to a place you can see. So what can you see? Oh, you can see through that door and that window, can't you?
Yeah, you can see like out this
Okay.
way.
You can't see Meow Mix.
You can see like a tenth of him.
Yeah, you can't see him.
This sucks. So wall of force gives me how many walls?
Oh.
So it's 10 foot by 10-foot panels. So if I put one, can you make me some, or can I do it?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I guess since you're not staying, I mean, I guess if you moved onto Erkin Square, you could see Meow Mix. So you can't stop in his square. You can move through it, but like if you ran into his square and then used it,
Use on the run.
yeah, I think it's bullshit to say, oh well, like of course you could run up to Erkin and fucking hug him, and then cast the spell. So to say you can't stand in his space is kind of stupid.
I actually see quite a bit further too once I move into that
Well,
square.
the edges of the map, don't let that be your boundary. I would say the buildings aren't. You've got to land on the ground, right? You can't.
Let me just click it.
I think you've got to. I think you've got to be on the ground. You whispered it to me, but you teleport each affected target to an unoccupied space that you can see within 120 feet. That space must be on the ground or on a floor. And that's to prevent what Ryan was telling me about today of just teleporting bad guys into the sky and watching them fall to their death.
There should definitely be that spell, though.
There might be.
I mean, I have reverse gravity.
You see, my issue though is that looking out the window, There would have to be a building not too far away that's going to block your view from seeing too far away. So I would say that you could probably teleport yourself something like 40 feet, so you'd be 30 feet away from the building. So either do that, or I can start putting wall of force walls out for you.
Problem with our current situation is I need to get Grimgar up, and I don't think there's
Mhm.
any way to do Wall of Force that doesn't just block him by himself. Unless I leave a portion open, but that would also leave the bad guys able.
Well, I mean, you could block him by himself and you guys by yourselves, but you won't be able to protect Meowmix, I don't think.
10 by 10 foot are pretty huge. I mean, it's two of these squares basically is one.
But you can't see, though, to protect him.
What I mean is I can just put a wall right here
Oh, okay.
and just block that window. I mean, there's a wizard
I mean,
outside.
why wouldn't you just use the walls to block the bad guys rather than blocking yourselves?
I would like that, but blocking the bad guys in turn would block us.
Well, the wall. Okay, let's just start. How many you get? 10.
10, yeah.
Let's figure this out, guys. 1,
I could use plane shift and then just
2.
send us all to a different plane for a little while.
Do you have something attuned to another plane?
Oh, good point. I don't. That's
Not
one
to
thing I
another
had to
plane,
do.
yeah. We just have the one attuned to our plane.
Yeah, I need to get a fork. That's right.
Well, this guy to the north of you is almost dead. So maybe you don't need to keep him away from you guys.
How many
Yeah,
is that?
there's 2 left.
2. I could block this hallway. I don't know who's coming, but
Well, you did though, right? With this one.
oh yeah, I guess that's true.
So you got 2 guys here trapped by themselves. This guy's trapped by himself. This guy's trapped with you. He's going to get a turn, but the 3 of you can handle a guy who's almost dead. Meowmix is trapped outside with at least 1 wizard. You don't know where the other one is. I guess since you don't know where the other one is, you would probably block the door there with 1.
well, Grimgar's downed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he'd either die from death saves or get up from death saves.
Can you Misty Step through Wall of
I think
Force?
so.
Did we figure that out?
Pretty sure I can't.
What do you target with Misty Step?
Nothing can physically pass through.
Target self, you can do it. So, spells are blocked by total cover. Total cover includes an invisible wall of force because if you shot a bullet at them, it would get blocked, right? So that means they have total cover. So if you tried to use a fireball, it says you have to hit a point. Well, you can't hit that point with the fireball because it gets blocked by the invisible wall. But Misty Step targets self. So you aren't targeting there, you're targeting yourself. So Misty Step works.
Okay. The other issue I have is if this guy attacks me and I lose concentration, this is all for nothing.
That's true. That's true. So you can do. Well, you don't need this wall here, right? That was kind of a waste.
I also have
So
this cage still, right? Is it a bonus action to suck his life?
how about that one?
Yeah, bonus action to steal 2d8.
You've only got you've already got a soul in your cage.
I know. I can suck it for 2 to 8 d8, so I'll probably do that as my bonus action.
This turn. Okay, yeah.
Um,
Suck that soul.
yeah, I don't think there's anything better for a bonus.
How's that for the wall then? Now Maxon's trapped with him.
That's good.
So now you won't lose concentration.
A swastika
Ugh.
somehow with some extra
Oh
stats.
God, it does.
Well, super swastika.
Yeah, good job, Theron.
Uh-oh.
Just me and you working. Let's do this.
Travis, I put on your character sheet under bio, I think. No. Where is it? Yeah, this bio right here. I put, if you look at additional features and traits.
Okay, so that'll be 2 of 6 used now.
Yeah. I put it there because I wrote it down and I was like, this should be just a place Travis can write that. God damn it.
The concentration symbol. Is it the circle?
Yeah, that's what I use.
Okay.
Okay. Does that work for you?
I stood up, yeah, and I think that's good for the wall.
All right. What a beautiful wall. Trump would love the shape of this wall.
Wait, is he still a T-Rex?
No.
Okay.
He lost concentration. That's the problem with his transformation, that he's got to keep concentration. He has advantage on the save, but he took like 46 damage, so he needed a 23.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever use it on myself.
Right.
Concentration.
The good one is beast or wild shape that druids can get because there's no concentration on that.
Yeah, sweet.
But turning into a dinosaur, I don't know what level you would have to be for that, but okay, the noble dudes get to go. I guess since there really isn't anything they can do, these other guys just kind of bang on the walls. And then the one next to who's it's there? Maxon. Wonder where he is. Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Will attack Maxon, I guess, 3 times? Well, he tried to knock him down first with shield bash, huh? 14 does not hit. Longsword does not hit. Longsword hits. Maxon takes 8 damage. Alright. The mages go. Now, Wall of Force. Disintegrate is the only thing that can destroy it. Okay, that's good to know. So neither, just so you know, neither of the mages could see you to counterspell.
Thank God.
Which could have been a problem for scatter.
What's scatter though? Isn't that level 7? You said they would have to
I would have had
counter-
to use it at level 7, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a level 6 spell, but I already used one.
Yeah, I think this guy disappears.
Makes get the opportunity tag him.
Nope. Yes, he does. Good point.
Did Meowmix go?
Oh, did I skip him?
realized. Yeah, I just realized his number is like weird. That's why. It's like
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I skipped Meowmix's turn. He was supposed to go
Before me, right?
Theron, yeah. What was he gonna do?
attack that wizard next to him.
No,
Grimgar.
no, he was going to.
Save the Jews.
Oh man, I really messed up the whole thing by blowing that. Yeah, I messed up the whole thing. It really changed what the assassin did. Darn, that sucks.
Go
I-
now.
I think it changes too much to have him heal Grimgar, unfortunately. So I will have him create bonfire on the guard that's almost dead.
Damage.
Dexterity save.
Yeah, that is good damage.
Damn.
Did no damage.
Wow.
So I guess his turn didn't matter then.
He's gonna make it again when that guy's turn starts, right? You're gonna make another.
No, when that guy's
dexterity.
turn ends.
Oh, ends.
So he would not have stayed on the fire. So I'll put him there. Do I have a fire thing? I can't remember. Don't. I'll just use healing spirit. I mean, it never gets used for healing. Chris loses concentration before it does anything every time. Okay, so the other mage, that's what I had to end up doing. That really sucks that I blew that. He will, I guess, magic missile on Meowmix, who takes 12 damage. Meowmix still has more than half health. Okay. And then Meowmix was going to opportunity attack the one that was backing off. Let's do it! He has disadvantage because the guy's invisible. 13. I think that doesn't hit. Just see if... Holy shit, that hits. Because the mage didn't have a chance to use mage armor. So he would use his reaction to shield, so the net does not hit. Okay. So Grimgar has to make a death save. I wanted to mark his token as having used its reaction. Oh, there's Rob.
Hello.
Hey Rob, everything okay?
Hey, Rob.
I fell asleep when I got home, and
Alright. Well,
Things are great then.
things are better than they were, but confusing. Theron
that's
caused
not
a
good.
swastika appear, so
It's true. You'll see.
Wait, a what?
yeah. Well, anyway, it's actually your turn, so good timing.
I didn't know that swastikas existed in D&D universe.
Can't miss it.
I'm opening. Hello?
What?
Oh, I'm just stuck on loading.
Let me write something to you, Joe.
I'm here.
To GM.
Yeah. Well, yeah. / W space GM or DM or whatever. Do a test before you say anything critical. I think Chris is dumb and he smells.
I type that all the time.
Got him.
Yeah, I think that worked.
I'm here. What my map is. Okay, we are.
It's a wall of force.
What did I miss?
What did you miss? I used all of your stuff on your turn.
Pretty much.
You used action surge and all 4 of your maneuvers. You killed an entire assassin and brought this guy down so that he's like about to die.
Did you use any of my arrows yet?
No, you were turtle claw scimitaaring the
Oh,
fuck
that's
out of
right.
them.
No bow. That's
You
right.
can't shoot or do anything to this yellow line. It's a wall of force. So you can't
Oh.
walk through it. You can't
Yeah.
shoot through it. You can't.
So you killed a guy and then beat a guy up.
So
And
my
then-
only option is this guy then.
Yeah, you killed a guy and
Pretty
beat
much.
beat a guy up. Erkin healed Theron and then turned into a dinosaur. And then the assassin hit Erkin really bad and he lost his dinosaur form. And then the guy tried to attack Theron and missed. And then Theron put the wall of force up. Yalmix tried to kill a guy and missed. Grimgar rolled a death save, and then your turn is back.
I will turtle claw him.
Okay, turtle claw it up.
Oops. Chat isn't open
Okay.
yet.
You killed him. Just like that.
Oh, I didn't know I had advantage.
Right.
You didn't, but you rolled a 26. So you had advantage before because the one maneuver I used was to knock a guy down. I used tripping attack, and then when he's
Oh,
on the
okay.
ground, you were attacking him with advantage to beat the shit out of him.
Nice.
Yeah, you did great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to use any other attacks. You're trapped in this room.
That's fine.
Well, you know what? That's actually not true, because here's what happened. Erkin turned into a dinosaur and broke the ceiling, and these walls are only 10 feet high, and you have flying boots. So I would say if you want to fly up, you can use your other two attacks to shoot arrows down on these guys.
Yeah, I'll do that.
This is quite the combo. I'll break the ceiling, you trap everybody in little boxes, and then if Maxie can fly up and shoot arrows down.
That's what I was.
Pretty sweet.
That's what I was planning all week. I'll start with this one.
Okay, so you fly up into the air.
I shoot him.
Oh, by the way, this one looks like he's almost dead. I don't know if that
Oh,
changes your target.
I aim at him before I shoot.
Okay, so you shoot this guy instead.
Yeah.
29, 9 damage, he's dead.
Fuck yeah.
So Maxon has killed 2 people this turn.
And then this guy's an enemy right here, right?
Yeah, this is one of the assassins, and then this guy is one of the knights. They both have a lot of health
Is that
left.
blocking? That wall's blocking Yamix. Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm stuck
Meowmix is
outside.
trapped outside with the wizards.
Oh. Maybe I should help Meowmix.
You can fly outside.
Oh.
You're over the ceiling now.
I'll
On the
stand
roof.
on. Oh.
I would
can't
say
see anything
I
out
would
there,
say you
though.
have 5 feet left. Well, they're invisible, so
Oh, I wouldn't be able to see him anyway.
you wouldn't be able to see them anyway. So I don't know that that's going to be all that useful.
Alright, I'll just shoot the assassin. I
Alright.
think he's the highest threat.
15 hits. Takes 13 damage.
Nice. Great
Probably
turn.
should- Probably would have missed the other guy too.
Okay,
Good night,
now it's actually Erkin's turn. He got deleted because I deleted. I got to figure out something with this whole token thing. You see, the problem with the player tokens is that when you transform, if I leave your token out there, you can see with it. So I got to figure something out. But it's now Erkin's turn. You are trapped in the swastika zone with Theron.
He's sucking a soul. Alright.
I didn't. What's the swastika? I didn't.
It's the
Was
you
I
see the
supposed to-
yellow lines.
Oh, now I see.
Oh yeah, this guy's technically downstairs. I forgot about that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Standing there like at the top of the stairs.
He's at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, that makes things a little more complicated.
It does.
Alright, I will put.
Yeah, I guess can he put his sword under the stairs and stab Erkin?
I would think it would go to the floor rather than the ceiling.
It's fine, but then can he stab over the wall?
You can reach over it, I guess. He's
Wasn't
still
I
lower than it.
Why did you have to
Wasn't
realize
I-
that? I don't want to think about this.
It's still 10 feet up, like from the stair above him, though.
Right.
It's still really fucking high. These are just higher. This is still really high.
I'm gonna put a healing spirit on Grimgar. Because you can
Can
see.
you do that?
Can you see through a wall of force?
Seeing through it isn't the problem.
Is it?
It's not.
Cover.
It's cover. Yeah.
Could he put it high? Does it go high if he can see above it? That'd be the only.
5-foot cube you can see within range. Yeah, but you're.
I'd be too. Yeah, I'd be too low.
Yeah, but what I mean is you're targeting a spot, which you can't do through cover. You can't target a spot through cover.
Can't target spot cover.
Yeah,
I
because
see
if you
her
could do
can.
healing spirit right there, why wouldn't somebody be able to do fireball right there?
Because does the fireball target a spot?
Yes.
I see.
Spells that will work through wall of force have to target something other than a spot or a creature on the other side of the wall. So, for example, Misty Step targets yourself. So that works. You're teleporting yourself to the other side.
I see her contemplating, and I say, "Worry about yourself. I can get over there and heal Grimgar."
Shut your mouth. Keep sucking that soul.
I will.
I will cast.
He's got like a straw into the cage.
I'll cast a
thought you were a
rope
dinosaur.
trick to the right of Theron,
Okay.
and then I will climb the rope.
Okay.
And then I will jump out of the building.
Okay. You can do that. The roof's gone. It's fucking stupid. How high does
Like-
it go?
60 feet
It
long.
goes up to 60 feet. I don't know. I'd say like 20 feet.
All right. So there's just a rope hanging in the air. You climb it and jump out. Sure, that's fine.
Ha! What's up, Meow Mix?
He goes, whoa! How did you get over the wall?
I traveled 5, 20, 40 feet. That's how I did it.
How do you
That's
become
great.
a dinosaur and not become a dinosaur? How'd that happen?
He lost concentration.
Oh,
There's no one out here. So that's 40, 45, 50, 55. See a new one. Let's put a healing spirit on Meow Mix. Wait, yeah, it's a bonus action. I can do that. Rope trick.
No, you can't. You can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
You are right. Rope trick is a spell. Level 2. Alright, I will take a potion for myself of greater healing.
Okay. 13. I'm assuming Meowmix can't use healing word, right? For the same reasons we've been talking about. Yeah, creature of your choice that you can see within range.
I
Of
asked,
course I'm targeting you. Yeah.
is it safe out here, Meow Mix?
He says there's 2 invisible wizards.
Which direction?
I don't know.
I'll hide over here then. That's it.
All right, you crash right into somebody right here.
Oof.
Great.
wait, were they the ones hitting me with the spells from out the window?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got him.
Get him.
Argan's fault.
Which way did you go? North or south?
He's
He's south.
I've got, Ryan, can you look up whether Healing Word works through Wall of Force? Because now I'm confused because you can hear through the Wall of Force, and Healing Word is vocal only.
What I was reading earlier was that it provides total cover,
Okay,
and that's
so
how it works basically.
that's okay. So it doesn't. The fact that you can hear doesn't matter. Because I had let you guys get away before with. Oh yeah, that makes sense though. Dundas had used what's that image in the sky? The hypnotic pattern. And I had argued that works through Wall of Force because the whole point of Wall of Force is you can see through it, and the hypnotic pattern, which is outside the Wall of Force, is the thing that's hypnotizing you. So why would Wall of Force stop that? And that made sense to me.
It says anything behind the wall is going to have total cover, and spells can't target anything behind total cover unless they say so.
Right, but hypnotic pattern, if you're outside a Wall of Force and you cast hypnotic pattern in the sky above the Wall of Force, you can do that, and then it affects the creatures inside the Wall of Force because they can see through it.
Yeah.
That's what I had argued. God, I hate this fucking spell. It's so confusing. All right, your turn over? I think it is.
It seems like if you could cast something above it that could affect the ground, that might work too, because then it's falling onto them over the wall.
Yeah. That would work. Yeah, just like you could, if somebody had a 10-foot wall and you cast Fireball above them, well, Fireball's got a 20-foot radius, so it still goes down to hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
Meow Mix, knowing that Urkin just found a guy, is going to, I guess, flank him. But then what does he do? I guess all he's got to do is hit him to make him lose concentration. Heat metal doesn't work. He can't see it. I guess he could frostbite this guy. Yeah, let's just cantrip frostbite him. Sure. Doesn't get advantage, but come on, mage, open your character sheet. Frostbite is con? Con save? Con save. Con save. Fail. Okay, he takes 5 damage. And disadvantage on the next weapon attack. Oh, yeah. Alright. Take that. And then Meowmix can... Since he used a cantrip, I'll say as he ran by Urkin, he could cure wounds level 2. 13. All right. 13 to Urkin. Okay. This assassin is trapped. Does he have any ability to, like, climb shit? Not really. No, there's no way he's getting out. That's his turn. Alright, you heard banging up here before. And so now you hear a crash, and Urshnora comes running up over to here. She's right here, and she basically just runs into the wall, and she doesn't know it's there, and she like sees you, Theron, and she goes, "What's going on? What do I do?"
We've come to save you. We've been killing all the hand.
Okay. And so she sees that there's a wall there. She looks really hurt, by the way.
Where the fuck did she come from? I thought she was down in the basement.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She's got cunning action. So she sees that there's a wall there, so she's going to use... Oops, I whispered it. She's going to use cunning action. She's going to dash another 30 feet. And she goes running over here. She gets over to the window. She runs into the wall again. And she says, Erkin, what do I do?
Who are you? Oh yeah, you're that girl we pay to do stuff.
Oh God.
Kill
I hate you
the
so
people.
much. You're
Kill them.
such a
Aw.
dick.
Okay.
Heal us.
Heal us.
You're lucky she doesn't shoot you after that.
She can't shoot us. We pay her not to.
He's the leader of the Centaurum.
Yeah.
Okay.
As your new leader.
Well, unfortunately, she can't do anything with the rest of her turn because she doesn't know where anybody is that she can hit, and she can't attack through the wall, so her turn is just over. The advice of kill people was great for someone who doesn't even know there's an invisible wall or invisible wizards. Aaron, it's your turn.
I missed you step to Grimgar.
Okay.
And I will give him a greater healing potion.
You roll that, or do I?
Travis does.
What's the greater? Is it 2d4?
No.
Plus, what is it?
Great.
4.
4d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Okay.
12 hit points.
Anything is anything.
All right, we're back in business, boys.
Grimgar looks up at you. He's only got like half his teeth. He just gives you a thumbs up.
Got pretty crazy there, didn't it, Grimgar?
Yeah, it did.
Should be okay. I don't think I can get hit here.
Can't heal anybody through this wall. That's all.
Well, work on yourself for now. We'll make sure we're strong enough to help everybody in a second.
If Theron's running around, he's just a life coach. Urkin's trying to figure out, just work on yourself, Urkin. And Grimgar's trying to, just work on yourself.
It's true. You guys are worrying about other things so much. Just save yourself.
You got to think more positively.
Exactly.
Theron's like, oh, I did it. He just pulls out a box of popcorn. Where did you get that?
I just sit right on the rug here. Yeah, that's all. That's my whole turn. I think I use bonus action and action. So
Okay, so this, oh, come on. This guy here shouts out, I'm gonna go get some help! And he runs down the stairs. They're all women.
how do you know they identify as women?
They do. On
Okay.
the DM, I know
It's-
all.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, Erkin. You get shot in the back with a magic missile.
You deserve it.
Shut up.
You take 20 damage.
Oof.
And then, oh, you know what? This other one, he got hit, so he's gonna make a con save to keep his concentration. He failed. This one's not even invisible anymore. What an idiot! What a loser! Now what's he gonna? What are you gonna do now, loser? I gotta look. Hold on. He will Misty Step, of course. 30 feet.
You can't run. I'm
Put him
faster than you.
there, and then he's gonna Firebolt Erkin. Miss. With a 20. Alright. Grimgar gets a turn. Grimgar
Alright.
used his lucky to reroll one of his death saves that failed, and still failed. Yeah, because Lucky can reroll saving throws, and a death save is a saving throw.
Okay.
That's why
Does
it works.
Does Lucky reroll ones too, or is that something else?
There's Halfling Luck, which
Yeah.
automatically rerolls ones, but Lucky is just you can reroll before you know the result. Is that what it says? You gotta reroll before you know the result?
I gotta look at it.
I mean, I think technically on a death save.
Before the outcome is determined.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it's fine.
I looked it up, and most people were saying you could use it, but I don't know.
Right.
I guess I'll just heal my. Well, he'll hurt just there, and I can't see his bar real well. He's pretty hurt, right?
Yeah, a little more than quarter of my health.
All right, then I'll use Channel Divinity. So that can heal how much now? It does.
Is
Up to
Theron's
60.
max health more than Grimgar's?
It's 99.
Yeah. It's 94.
Constitution must be 14.
Yes, correct.
Okay, mine's 16.
So I'll use that. So I've got 65 points of healing. So I'll give myself 33. I think I can take all that and give Theron 32. Up to half you can go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a little over. So what do I go? Do I go to 50 or 49? Joe.
Ryan, you can take 35, not 33.
30. Well, I was going to try to just divide it, but if he can't take them all, can I? If I take 35, then
You can go to
you take
49, Theron.
30.
Travis, are you there?
Yeah, you said 49.
He asked how many you could take.
Oh, I was 29. I took 20 health.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll take up to half. You take up to half.
All right.
Okay. And bonus action. Da, da, da. I drink a healing potion too. That up.
Okay. You can stand up if you want to.
Yes, I will stand up.
Maxon.
D4.
One of those wizards is visible, right?
Yeah.
I can
Oh.
Oh, there we go. This guy. I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. $31. He can't shield that. Okay, he takes 10 damage.
Uh Why couldn't he shield it?
Because you rolled a 31.
Oh.
His AC is 12. If he used shield, he'd bring his AC up to 17.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like an automatic negate or something.
No. I mean, if his AC, look, I mean, if his AC was 27, shield would work.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I will shoot him again.
Shield won't work for that either. He dies a horrible death.
Hooray.
Haha.
Finally.
Hurricane can't chase him now.
He can't run from me.
Like, in the way time works, like, you say that, and then he just dies.
I'm going to use my... Or I can't do that, can I? I guess I'll try and shoot the assassin again if he's still there.
Yeah, you can shoot him. Don't bother trying to move the token, just make the attacks. We'll figure out where you want to end up after. Oh, you got 1 attack left, right. Okay, 9 damage. Where do you want to end up? Over the house or over outside or what?
Just up on the roof, but like near the edge, kind of where I am. On the roof.
Okay, then I'll just leave you where you are. Arkin.
Snora, you're alive. You look like a cricket. There's another wizard out here, isn't there? Invisible somewhere? I've been told.
You hear, no! But you can't figure out from where.
Only I had a way to detect invisible people. I do, but I don't have the spells for that. Alright, I'm gonna cast the Healing Spirit right next to Ursnora and Max in there.
No.
Maxon's like 15 feet up.
I don't care. I want it on the ground.
Okay, I think you can do it, right?
Yes. Yes. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There it is. Run through it.
Okay.
And I will take a d6. Okay, that was here. That's 10, 20, 30, 10, 25. 40. 45. 60. 70.
Okay.
80.
Jesus Christ.
90.
Okay, we're done?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll mix. I run over to here, and he says, Maxon, is this one on our side?
Most of the time.
Okay. He just like squints at you. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, is she talking about Urkin or Meow Mix?
It's even better.
Anyway, he's gonna cast Fairy Fire out where he thinks the wizard is, and I'm just going to roll a d20, and if he gets an 11 or higher, then he hit it. I rolled a 3, so he misses.
Oh, meow mix.
I mean, I thought it was a good try.
It was. It's disappointing in his roll.
Okay, he's gonna run into the healing spirit. And now, what does he get? A d6? Yeah, 5 hit points. All right. Assassin can't do anything. Urshnora will spend her turn trying to find the invisible guy. Ooh. It's higher than I thought she would roll. Let's see if this guy's gets away with it or not. Advantage. Dexterity. 21. Alright, she did not find him. She's like, fuck! I can't find him! Aaron.
Okay. I will let down my wall.
You can do that at any time, by the way. Doesn't need to be on your turn.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I could have helped.
Yeah,
But-
concentration can be dropped at any time, but if you try to do it like in the middle of something happening, that's kind of hard to do. Like, for example, if somebody was flying and then someone went to shoot at them, and you were like, well, if I drop my fly spell, he'll suddenly fall and the guy will miss. That's not really going to work.
Okay.
But you do want to drop it.
I'll drop it.
Okay.
Like it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Drop it like it's old. Okay.
I'm gonna use hold person on this guy.
Okay.
So it's wisdom save throw. What's the throw? Is it the 19 spell save throw?
Yeah.
Okay, so they gotta be a 19.
15.
Okay. He's paralyzed.
He goes, oh no! But he doesn't because he's paralyzed.
And then I'm gonna move into the corner.
Okay.
Do I have to be looking at him to keep my concentration? Does
No.
he have to be in sight?
No.
Okay. But there's wizards outside. I want them to destroy me, so I'll stay right here.
Okay. Noble's guards. The last one that you know about ran down the stairs. You don't hear or see anything. The wizards get their turn. Nothing happens. And it is Grimgar's turn.
Urshnor still looks pretty hurt, right?
Yes.
I'm going to 30 feet. I'm gonna go jump back out the window here.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll move to there. Don't see Erkin. I can see everybody else. He's not under somebody, is he?
No.
I'll say, where'd Erkin go?
Grimgar runs out and goes, "Where's Poochie?"
What about Pooch?
Meowmix says, "He went that way," and just points north.
All right. Well, he'll have to miss out. So on the 5 of us, I'll do mass cure wounds.
Hooray.
That was a shitty roll. So it's 24 to everybody.
Meowmix is one short of max. With that.
And then I'll say there's one more guy in there to kill Urshnor. How many more members of the Hand are here?
She says, "Well, I haven't counted the bodies,
Approximately.
but there was about 10."
10 bodies or 10 more?
Including the wizards, maybe.
No, 10 people.
More, she's saying.
Nope,
10
she hasn't
10
counted the bodies, so she wouldn't know how many more.
10 total?
10 people, yeah.
10
Okay.
women. Women.
Women. People's fine.
Psh.
All right. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much all my movement, so I'll just stay there.
Okay. Yeah, there was 10 to begin with. About 10, she says, to begin with.
Got it.
Maxon.
I'll go north to see if I can see Urkin.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay. Where's your movement? You want to dash?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is 20. I see Urkin.
What up?
What you doing?
Peeking through this window.
Alright,
It's empty.
sounds good.
Boy, this fight went from dire to stupid. Right, Erkin, what do you do on your turn?
I'm gonna run really far, that's for sure. Let's go south. 50 feet. Jump back through this window, 60 feet.
Hell is going on with it?
Go 30 more feet over here. Then I'll dash. 5. Get my healing spirit going. And then finish here.
What just happened?
Only works if I can see it. I just look that up.
How'd you get down there? And then all the way up.
5.
His speed is 90 feet today because of his boots. And he dashed, so he ran all the way through the building.
Erkin, did you see something?
Looks clear.
Or the one guy went into the basement?
It was a woman.
One woman went into the basement.
Yeah, so I'm Meowmix's turn. He is going to try to find the wizard. Wizard, where are you, wizard? He says. You wizard. He's gonna use survival. Try to find the guy. The wizard, meanwhile, cannot be found. Can't find the fucking wizard, he said. The
You might need
assassin
a
can't do anything except on the end of its turn, he can try to save from that spell.
wizard to find him.
On Ursnora's turn, she turns to the assassin that's frozen. And... oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Fucking hell. Alright. She goes to attack this guy. She has advantage. And she does this. Alright. So, this guy's paralyzed. So it's an auto crit. Which means that she has to roll for this an extra 1d6 plus 3d8. Okay, so that's 28 damage so far. And then... okay, so she would attack from here. So she gets to use roguish sneak attack. Nobody else is within 5 feet of her. So she gets an extra 2d6. Plus it's a crit, so 2 more d6. Another 19 damage. And before attacking, she would put Hunter's Mark on that guy. Since it's a crit, that's an extra d6, so that's another 2d6.
Oh,
So that's
fucked him up.
28, 36, 55 damage. With her first attack. That guy's dead. And then she has 2 more attacks. But there is nobody around that she can see. So she says, what do I do?
Get in the spirit.
She goes in the spirit. Six hit points. Okay. Theron.
Okay, so I can't see shit. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. What do you guys want to do?
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah.
Well, that guy ran down into the basement to get more people.
Well,
We
what,
gotta finish them all off.
what I'm going to say is when Theron's turn ends, it's the Noble's Guard turn, then the Mage's turn, and nothing happens on either of those turns. So we are out of initiative.
Let's go
Burn the
down to
house
the
down.
basement together. Let's just search and see if they have stuff. I mean, first Nora, is there stuff of worth in this house? At least stuff that we can, take away from them so they can't get to do more damage to people?
She says, they don't really have treasure hidden any place here. They have like safe houses and hidden places all over, but since they're like all dead, there's not really a way to find it. Noreen probably has some stuff.
Oh, I have her soul.
What?
I have
What?
So I don't want to explain the spell because it'll take a while. But I pull out my cage, and I say, "You see this? This is her soul." I point inside the cage.
She like looks at it. I don't know what she can see, but she doesn't see what she thinks she should see. She goes, "Are you sure?"
It's a lot of things there. So I can exploit her soul, which is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
Yeah, but she kind of sucked, so I don't feel too bad.
You sucked her.
I sucked her life out of her. So we can ask this little question. I have 4 more things I can do before I can't do anything anymore. I can pretty much see. I can use. I'll just name all the things that you guys can all read anyway. But so steal life is what I was doing to gain health. Query soul. I can ask the soul a question with a brief telepathic answer. I can borrow experience, which I can't do. Wouldn't make any sense to do now. See, Eyes of the Dead. I can use an action to name a place the humanoid saw in life. I think that helps us.
Could make it like downstairs in the basement. I mean, there's still at least one guy down there.
Ask Urshnora. Urshnora, is there an escape route out of this place from the basement?
No, there's no escape route in the basement. There's the hole.
What's in the hole?
Nobody knows what's in the hole. They throw dead bodies in there so that nobody can find them.
I
Maybe
can
we should-
ask Soul,
Yeah, you can do that.
but would she tell us?
She has to.
Soul knows only what it knows in life, but it must answer you truthfully. So yeah, I'll use Query Soul and ask her what's down in the hole.
Brief
What's in the
telepathic
hole?
answer which you can understand. The soul only is what it knows, but it must answer you truthfully and to the best of its ability. Okay. It says, I have no idea.
She doesn't know, guys.
Let's burn this place down.
Mark
We
off
should
that use.
I
Do
did.
that.
We should report it to one of the people trying to run this place. Let them deal with all that stuff. Know what I mean?
Burn it.
Sure.
Well,
mean-
we can go. Let's search the basement.
I mean,
Yeah.
since you killed Noreen, and the Hand of Yartar is pretty much over. This was all they had left. And you killed, what, 9 of them?
About 9.
How many got away?
Wizard, and then there's a guy that ran to the
Guy
basement.
ran to the basement. It's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we go down to the basement? If there shouldn't be anybody down there, we can
Well,
just...
let's check her remains. Didn't we say there was probably something with her dead body? She died like right here.
Yeah, so I'll say, everybody make an investigation check. Let's just say you search all the bodies. Alright, Maxon's looking through the garbage.
Oops, that's on to GM.
Yeah, so
I-
Theron, you
I had no
search
passive now.
you search Noreen. The only real big thing of interest you find on her is a ring of poison resistance. And then in searching all the other guys, you find 156 gold pieces and 2 vials of oil of sharpness.
You want to
Wheel of
write down
sharpness.
the gold, Brian?
Yeah, I'll just add it to the party money.
Who should take the sharpness oil? Maybe Erkin?
What's it do? I didn't look it up yet.
You don't even know what it does, do you?
I think
You
you
just
apply
think
it
I
to-
should take the oil of sharpness.
You apply it to your weapon and it makes it
Sharpen
better
his whip.
or something.
Go one slash.
1 hour, magical, and has a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. That's pretty good.
See.
1 slashing or piercing weapon. Weapon. What am I using now? Battle axe. Yeah, it's slashing. I'd take one, even. If other people don't want them, I'll take both of them. For that matter.
All right, you take him.
Take him.
If people don't want them, sure.
I'm not an oil man.
Who wants the ring? Anybody?
I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Would I know if I need to attune to that ring?
The Ring of Poison Resistance?
Yeah.
Yeah, it requires attunement.
I'll save it in case we fight a known poison guy. Was Venom Fang poison or is that acid?
Venom Fang is poison.
Okay, perfect. Well, let me forget about the ring when we fight him.
Yeah, I'll remind you to give it to me.
It might be better for you. You'll be on the front lines probably.
My roll 20 is not working.
Yeah, I couldn't load shit. I was looking for the oil and it wouldn't load.
My roll 20 might have crashed. I was trying to get the description into our game for you guys, and it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be loading stuff right now.
Alright, it's okay.
Alright. I'd still like to go into the basement. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm down to just check down there.
Okay. If you find this person, what are you guys gonna do?
Talk to her. See if she wants to beg for forgiveness. Send her
And
to Romulus to turn into somebody useful.
I'd ask Urshnora if she thinks we should kill her or take her prisoner to be
Yeah,
jailed
there
or
were
something.
a few that were showing her mercy, so maybe this one's a nicer one.
Okay. I mean, I was going to play it out, but with roll 20 breaking down,
Mine won't
I guess
load.
we're not gonna. So, yeah, you go down there, and she's like hiding, and she tries to ambush you guys, but it's one person, so you'd easily overpower her.
I'll hold person.
Right, she's held, and yeah, so
Tie her up while she's held and release the spell.
right. So she says, "You gonna eat my soul too?"
No, that's not what I normally would do. Just that your leader was a dick.
She eats dicks.
She didn't have a dick.
No, she tried to kill us. I mean, what do you want? What do you expect us to do?
Well, we did what we had to.
From who?
Terrible
Rylan?
argument.
Theron only sucks dicks.
Hmm?
Go in the car, Arkin.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Urshnora, what do you think we should do with her? Is she a good one or bad one?
Who's Romulus?
He's the leader of Phandalin, and he's probably gonna stay here for a while and rebuild this city.
Oh, yeah, you can turn her over to the authorities then. Who knows what information she might be able to give him.
Okay.
He's kind of a douche.
Well,
Yes,
you're one to talk.
just punishment for her.
Yeah, maybe she can, help rebuild the city and be of some use. Be a bodyguard to him or something. It would be a good life, I would think. Better than what she's been doing.
Could put her in the hole.
Of course, Nora, if you wanted to do that too, you could, I'm sure he could pay you well. Could put in a word for you. I'm sure he could use some good bodyguards.
Okay, well, I mean, you came to save me, right?
Yeah, we did. We almost died.
Yeah, it was really close.
I'll
You
do
don't. You
whatever I'll
don't.
do whatever you suggest.
You don't owe us anything, but if you want to come with us or you want to still spy for us, we're still willing to pay you. But yeah, if you want to work
Right
for
now,
our friend, that's fine too.
I just want to rest, and then maybe tomorrow I'll figure out what I should do.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell Romulus. I'll give him your name. You can rest for as long as you need. You can either
He's
contact us.
the kind of guy that forgives people with troubled pasts, right?
Hmm.
Oh,
We won't tell him. We won't tell him that. He doesn't. He probably actually you met him, I think, at the
Yeah,
at
he
the
never
water
loses his
at
temper
your
or
at your
anything
pirate
like
keep.
that.
Okay.
I think he helped.
He's the one that killed your friend.
he didn't commit
Yeah,
murder.
he
Yeah,
did do
that's
that.
that's the one.
But he also agreed not to kill you then, and you were much worse then than you are now.
I don't know whether that's a compliment or not. You understand why the Hand did what they did, right?
No, I don't. Could you tell us?
Well, when the battle started between the Astral Society and the Zentarum, they were killing everyone who opposed them. The Hand had to pick a side or fight both, which we didn't have an army. We mostly work in the shadows. And we weren't working with the Zentarum. We'd fought with them for decades. So Dryland said that if we'd work for him and just eliminate any third-party threats from attacking him, then he wouldn't destroy the Hand and he'd let them continue to exist.
Well, I mean, seems kind of like a cop out. You guys could have left town. You could have
Well, I tried to
done
leave
what we
town.
did. I mean, we came in with just the four of it. Well, it's five of us, and we killed a lot of people. Just the five of us. Changed the whole city.
Yes, you
We also caused this. So,
Yeah,
look at all we could do.
that's-
You guys had a lot more people than us.
We're a walking force of nature.
You guys are pretty shifty. You guys could have stayed hidden through all of this. They didn't. She didn't have to join Dryland.
Yeah, you might be right.
yeah, he was like a demon or something too.
Yeah,
He was
he's
a demon?
yeah, he's from one of the. Actually, is it the Nine House or is it? No, it's a different plane.
Yeah, the Abyss.
The Abyss. There you go.
Arcanoloth or
Yeah.
Arcanoloth.
Arcanoloth. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna kill
Very
Grimgar
evil.
someday.
Yeah, you might. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. They might kill us.
Yeah, it still might kill us. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Apparently, if he knows your name, he can teleport you to his plane, and he's super strong there. So Grimgar and I might be fucked.
Oh.
So yeah, if we suddenly poof away, that's probably why.
Did you tell him your last name?
No.
Oh, then maybe he'll summon a different Theron.
I love that.
Some guy
I
named
should change my
Theron
name.
Jones.
I should change my name.
No, it doesn't work. It's a true name thing. Changing
Okay.
your name doesn't work.
That's hilarious, though.
Uh,
If you'll summon a different
he's just going through the phone book.
Just pay a bunch of people to change their name to Theron.
Theron Aronson.
I mean, mine's
That
Max
sounds
and Wax-
familiar.
I mean, I'm Maxon, Waxon, Jackson. I mean,
That's true.
Maxon says that, and then kind of like a little ways away, you hear, yes.
yeah, no, it's not it.
Got him.
And Maxon disappears.
Oh, I forgot what we were doing.
Well,
Anything
we
else
can-
in the basement? Sorry.
No, we can wrap that up. I mean, all they had down in the basement was weapons. So if there's any basic weapons you want, you could more or less steal it from them.
I
Can
don't
we
want to touch any of those dirty
can we, like,
weapons.
Can I cast light on something and throw it down the hole and see what I see?
It goes down for a while, and then you hear it clank, and it looks like as the weapon kind of disappears, that it hits some kind of ramp that heads to the east.
Huh.
Ramp. Is that maybe that's the hole that goes to the blob, the cube,
Yeah,
It's the other side of town.
and east.
that's pretty far down though. Over there, maybe it takes
Yeah,
a giant ramp and goes over there.
maybe there's a bunch of these. I'm surprised that she wouldn't know. Maybe it's maybe she knew it was a garbage chute, but that's not what I asked. I guess I could
Yeah.
ask her another question. I still have her soul.
You asked where it goes.
Okay, I'll query her again.
Okay.
Does this hole lead? Wait, where was it? Was it the graveyard? The crypt? Is that what I
Yeah.
should say?
Wait. You asked her where it goes. She said she didn't know. Now you're going to ask her where it leads?
Oh,
Like
fuck,
that's not.
yeah.
Isn't that the same
What-
question?
What did you use the hole for?
Well, Ursnar already told you. They used it to dispose of bodies.
Okay. I
Ask
guess-
if there's an underground network of tunnels.
Is there an underground network of tunnels?
Where's Percy? when
city.
we need him?
She's quiet for a second, and then she says, "The city has sewers."
Fuck.
Let's get out of here.
I would check off on the next use for it, but I can't access roll 20.
I know.
But that's number 4. I got 2 left. You had 2
Aren't
questions
the-
for.
The sewer's hooked up to the tomb.
Yes.
I wouldn't think the
Oh,
entire city's sewer goes to that gelatinous blob.
Makes sense.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
There was a
think it
bunch of
would have
shit in there.
smelled more down there. So
I
no,
mean, it was like devouring it, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Incinerating it,
it's
basically.
just full of poop.
I don't think
That's
that's
how
how
it
it works. The more I think about it, the funnier it is.
Well, it's basically made of acid. So,
Just breaks it down immediately.
and remember, it was sitting on a platform that was the perfect size to hold it.
So anytime it got bigger, it would just incinerate whatever part of it got onto it.
Right, because remember, the ground around it was superheated.
To keep it the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the greatest garbage sewer disposal method
It
ever.
is. Yeah, we need one of those in real life.
I'm gonna quit being adventure and be like a gelatinous cube sewage guy.
Scientist.
Yeah.
And it doesn't require any power because it's fueled by magic.
Oh,
So it's zero emissions.
I don't think we can do that with science, Ryan.
Yeah, we just gotta capture some
Chris can probably make a drone that can do it.
cubes.
Drone that destroys poo.
You could be
Oh,
the
I think I'm
first.
back in.
They're working again.
I think so.
What was the next thing on our list? We have to go talk to the guy about our mission.
Well,
Well, when we're ready to leave.
yeah, you would have to. So first, you're going to Romulus though with this prisoner. Okay.
Right.
And so you get to Romulus with the prisoner, and you basically explain what happened. So you destroyed the hand of Yartar, as far as you can tell, and you're handing over this prisoner for him to question. And he's like, "Sweet, you guys get 3 renown." So whoever's Lord's Alliance gets 3 renown.
Away.
Mine's still not loading. I don't think I am though.
Yeah, I can't load still.
Okay.
I'll just mark it on my sheet. Oh, I want to get that horse back too.
You already forgot about it.
Oh, see, that's why I wrote it down.
Did Erkin ever
Hey, I
get
think I'm
healed?
back.
Or am I not either?
Was that?
wrong?
He asked
So-
if Erkin ever got healed.
It doesn't matter. Because if he dies, nobody will care.
True.
Hey, can I use up my healing spirit?
I mean, you could have, but you talked for a half hour.
You talked too long.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Uh huh.
1 minute.
I mean, yeah, use it. Sure, that's fine. You're not fighting again today.
Hooray.
Spoiler.
Nobody left to fight. You killed everyone.
We're so fucking good.
Yeah, that ended up going a
Actually,
lot better than I thought it would, to be honest.
I thought we were fucked.
I thought you were going to be okay. I mean, my move with Meow Mix was that once somebody got him up, Meow Mix was going to polymorph Theron into like a giant ape or something. And then basically just tell Theron, let me know when you want me to drop it, and I'll just do it. And so Theron could be on his turn, just reverted back to himself, and then just do whatever he needed to do.
Right? Yeah.
And then at that point, Meow Mix would have been in the room, so you could have
Grimgar up
all
was a problem.
you could have teleported
Really
everybody away. Yeah, that's true. What you did worked really well.
Mhm.
And then Nora was always coming, but the problem is it was a turn too late.
Yeah, where did she come from anyway?
Oh, she was in this room.
Oh.
They had her tied up in the wood closet.
Yeah, they tricked me.
How'd she get out?
Wood closet.
She busted
She
down
bashed
the door.
on them. You heard the slamming, remember?
No, he wasn't here for that.
Oh, Joey was saying that there was a bunch of like banging coming from down the hall,
Oh.
and then creaking as like someone was busting through something.
Okay, so you guys go to. Let me make sure the ring of poison resistance got on there. It did. Okay. You guys go to Romulus and tell him that he takes the thing, and
Person?
yeah, the person, and he says, I was meaning to talk to all of you. The city is missing representatives from a number of factions, and in the past, the city of Yartar had only welcomed members of the Lord's Alliance. And I think that's part of the reason why an organization like the Astro Society was able to grow in the first place. So I am looking for members of each of the main factions to join the city in some capacity to represent their organizations and make sure that things like that don't happen. And I was curious if your friend Meowmix would be interested in sticking around as a representative of the Emerald Enclave.
Pretty sure he's Zentarum.
Oh, I just turn and see what Meowmix's reaction is.
He looks a little surprised and he says, "Well, I like traveling with you guys, but to be honest, I've almost died 3 times in the last 2 days.
And
And it was exciting accomplishing all those things, but I feel like most people don't accomplish that much in a whole lifetime, let alone a week. It would be an honor to stick around in a city like Yartar and represent the Emerald Enclave, but what about you guys?"
well, think about the legends of Meowmix Yogi Bear if you come with us. Wouldn't that be crazy? Your name just live on forever because you helped save the world. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't mess that up.
And Ursnora says, "Well, if he stays behind, I could come with you." And Romulus says, "Well, as a agent of the party that had been working in this city, I think that you could be pretty useful too, with all the information you have. Though I would like to hear about what you were doing during the occupation." And I'm assuming you guys didn't tell him.
We didn't tell him what Urshnara was doing.
Yeah.
No, we didn't tell
No.
him.
She says, "Yeah, that's an interesting story." And Romulus says, "At any rate, I don't want to leave all of you down a person. I could send one of the 12 along with you as a 5th party member, if you would like. Or you could take Urshnor or Meowmix. Which would you prefer?
I think you're right that these two would be very useful for what you've got going on here. Well, both of them would be, I think, welcome in our party.
So your options are Meowmix the Druid, Urshnora the half rogue, half ranger, or a guy I haven't named yet, but he would be a Goliath, half barbarian, half paladin.
Mm,
Well, that guy.
yeah, I like that guy. As
He's a
long as he
tank.
has a cool name like Meowmix Yoki Bear.
I mean, I
True.
can do that, sure. Okay, so both of them will stay behind with Romulus.
I think it'll be good to have some friendly faces, you know, that actually know we're decent people. I feel like there's, like even the squirrel guy, what's his name? Colbass. Even he
Colbass.
doesn't trust us. Trust us.
Right. Yeah, I wanted to give you guys options, but I think it would make sense for any of these three to end up coming with you.
Yeah, I think
So-
these two make sense to rebuild the city since Meowmix helped take it back. Plus, he's Emerald Enclave, and then she was working with the Hand and knows a lot about the Astral Society, and she's been here spying on the city for a pretty long time. So her gathering information is probably pretty useful right now.
Right.
That
And,
being
and,
said, you can
and
join us whenever you want if things slow down.
we did almost get both of them killed several times already, so it's time to try a new person out to get
Yeah,
killed several
Try to
times.
do-
That's true.
Oh, well, whoever you're fighting is going to have an awful hard time killing insert name here.
He sounds pretty
Oh,
badass.
good.
Can't wait to meet him. Is he going to join us before we go on our next mission?
Yes, he can join you in the morning.
Okay, very well.
That said, Jacob Rashman was wondering if you were ready to begin that mission.
We should talk about that now. Is that what we got next on our list?
A mission, you say?
Yeah, I guess.
Was there any other loose ends we got to go after while we're here?
Well, we got to meet Hammond Cost and Red Larch in about 9 days.
Oh, also, Orion,
for-
before I forget, you get a teleportation disc charge back today.
Oh, sweet.
And what was our plan as far as the Abyss guy, the Arcanoloth?
I'm
What were you
keep
thinking?
praying to my God to help us so he doesn't
Protect
take us.
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had like 2 weeks or something like that.
So we'll probably go to a sanctuary today, or somewhere to pray, somewhere holy.
No, it's the feature thing I have every morning. I get to try it.
Oh, okay, I see.
I roll D100, and if I roll our level or lower, I get it.
Okay.
And I guess we could try that too. I don't, out of character, I assume that wouldn't make any difference, but
I mean, if your character thinks that wouldn't make any difference, then neither would you.
It wouldn't make any difference.
But
I'm always up for praying, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Know what I mean?
We should see if we can buy any more healing potions. I feel like we used quite a bit of them.
There are none.
There's none in the city. Okay.
Nope. I mean, there was just a war.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, then there's probably not too much else we can do here except talk to people.
Sure. Is there somebody you want to talk to?
Talking dog.
I think so.
I don't think so. We talked to everybody a lot last time, and just gotta say goodbye to Meowmix and Urshnora, I guess.
We're saying bye to Meow Mix.
For now.
where did Meowmix come from?
What do you mean?
Factory.
Where'd we get him?
Yeah, where'd we get him from?
The Golden Fields?
Yes.
Just chilling there?
Yes, he was working there.
You
There's a
stole
lot
him?
of druids in
No, he
Golden
joined
Fields.
us.
He joined us. He asked us for help to go to the dragon there.
He was given a mission from the Emerald Enclave to go check Rundreth Manor to make sure that none of the cults had attempted to recruit the dragon there.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
somebody advised him to go with us, right? After that? To gain experience and stuff.
Not
Help.
gonna miss him.
Why's that?
No. He didn't have any opinions on anything.
What kind of opinions do you have?
I have lots of opinions.
A
Have
very
you-
good one.
Yogi Bear, what do you like better, wine or beer?
Beer.
There you go. Look at that. Strong opinion.
What about you, Erkin?
Don't talk to me.
So 3 renowned for Lord's Alliance.
Yes.
Like up to 21. I don't think that does anything, right?
Isn't it 25 is the next one?
Yeah, I think so.
$25, yeah.
No, I don't think I have anything else to do. Got our horse back here.
We could free the Zentarum.
From life?
No, from the basement.
Why would we do that?
What basement?
The keep there.
I think they're all dead or captured.
Yeah, we gotta free him.
Do you want to go do that? Go for it.
What? You're giving him permission to go freeze in Tarum?
Well, I assume he'll get killed, so
Oh, okay.
or
I see
arrested
what
at
you did
least.
there.
It's broken out of there before.
Well, we'll make sure they strap you down good. No more Zentarum.
You can't be a leader of a organization that doesn't exist.
Organization exists, just not here.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of Zentarum factions out
Yeah.
there.
Where's the nearest Zentarum faction? We should go there.
No.
Neverwinter, maybe.
Why do you even like
Waterdeep?
this? Why do you like the Zentarum anyway?
Because they give me renown.
That
Why,
means nothing.
why don't you go join them?
I'm the leader.
We'll have well, you go lead them. We'll
Go start
take
your
Yogi
own
Bear
new
instead.
faction here. Yeah, we'll take Meowmix with us. He can replace you.
No.
You want a Zentarum member, Romulus, to
No.
help you? You said you wanted all the factions.
They don't count.
Hear that, Erkin? They don't count.
If there was a
No one
Zentarum
cares about your
member
renown.
here, would you kill them, Romulus?
I mean, yeah.
Irkin?
You should get out of the city.
The one time he doesn't want to admit that he's Zentarum. Okay.
All
Well,
right, yeah, I don't have anything else here.
Good luck, Urshnora, in Meowmix. Give us a call if you need anything, and
Thank you.
yeah.
Sorry about almost getting you
Treat them
killed.
well, Romulus.
Mostly Irkin, but still.
Tell your children about Dragon Splitter.
You can do that if you want. I don't, you know.
Did we pay up with her?
Oh yeah. Probably
She
should
says,
pay-
I mean, I just don't. It's fine. I don't care.
The money's on the dresser.
I want to give her like 50 gold. All the crap we put her through.
give Meowmix 50 gold too.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
We're rich.
It's like,
So got 3,000.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Can't
like
access-
15,000 gold.
I can't access my money right now, so
You can't?
I can't get to my character sheet.
Okay. Roll 20 is struggling.
I pulled a lot of the party money, so we still got 3,000 in party money gold besides what other gold people have.
I told Meowmix a while ago he could, just save himself instead of getting killed, and he's nearly died tons of times and never ran away. Urkin's ran away more than him.
Urkin ran away after you won that fight.
Hmm.
I was checking for more people.
Yeah, I know. I understand. But
Oh,
Meowmix
right.
doesn't.
Okay.
I got into your character sheet, Theron.
I took from the party, so I guess it doesn't matter now. But
Okay, well, it's 9:36. Do you guys want to start the next thing then? Are you gonna do? You're gonna do that then?
Sure.
yeah, I think we'll do the next that next mission. Meet up with the.
Okay.
The-
So Jacob Rashman introduces you to a young shield dwarf from Mithril Hall, which is to the north. His name is Gargosh Blusterhelm.
Is this the next day?
No, this is that night. And Jacob, so it's the four of you, Jacob and this guy. And he says, "This is Gargosh Blusterhelm." And Gargosh says, "Well, it is very kind of you to hear my tale. I am looking for a great weapon, a legendary axe wielded by my ancestors. And I want you to help me find it. I would try and find it myself, as is proper to bring honor to my family and clan, but I simply cannot hope to succeed alone. The risks are more than I could overcome with my wits and talents." There,
Palm
I
splitter.
said it. What?
Splitter. Is that the axe?
Good question. What's the name of this axe? Man, that's good speech.
I'm sorry.
Um, Orc Splitter.
Orc splitter. Okay, that's right.
He says, "But I simply cannot hope to succeed alone. The risks are more than I could overcome with my wits and talents. There, I said it. I'm just not good enough to try it by myself."
It's the end of the speech.
We can keep talking if you want him to. He
Well-
looks around. You guys don't say anything.
I say it's
at the worst time.
I say it's always good to meet a fellow dwarf. And I go to shake his hand.
You're. Are you wearing an illusion of some sort?
Oh, I forgot. I died and was reincarnated as an elf, but
With a spell, not just like belief system. It was-
yeah. But
That sounds horrible. No offense.
it was pretty bad. But I'm very religious, and so
Oh,
everything's
religious.
part of my God's plan.
Who do you follow?
Martha Mordoon.
Ah, yes, God of Travelers. My people aren't huge fans of him, but we're also fairly sedentary. So, where are you from?
I'm from Mintarn.
Ah, that would explain it. Yes, a fine people. It is nice to meet you, Grimgar Elf's blood.
My last name, Rock Thrower.
Ah, yes, okay. The Rock Thrower clan. You're related to them dwarves that found that cave in Phandalin, aren't you?
Way back, okay, that's right.
Yes.
My cousins.
Yes. Wow. You must be pretty famous.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Pretty famous.
I don't know. Even he doesn't know his name.
What's your renown rank?
Well, everyone else thinks that my mission is a fool's errand. They say the king's tomb where the axe lies was hidden even from his own people. But I believe we can find it together.
We're actually. Oh, damn it! I
Go
interrupted
ahead,
you.
go ahead, go ahead.
I was just say we were actually sort of looking forward ourselves, based on some information that I attained.
Oh, where do you think it is?
Was that in the book, or was that something? Was that in the under the temples? I forget where we
The
learned
book,
that.
the book mentions relics, and I think probably mentions that one by name. But I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
remember.
Sorry.
I don't remember what you know.
Yeah, I learned very little about where it could be. I think all I know is that it was buried with the king, maybe.
Yep.
Was that the region near the bridge? Is that what we found out?
That's where he died.
But we didn't know if that's where his tomb was.
He says, I have an extensive collection of notes and evidence pointing to the location of the tomb. But I don't have it with me currently, out of caution for the diary's safety. I will bring it with me when we are prepared to leave. Leave at first light?
Sounds good. We're expecting another party member to join us. So as long as they're, meeting up with us on time, we can leave as soon as possible.
Okay. What's his name?
Insert name.
Ah, yes, I know insert name here. Very well. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know. I just wanted to do that. He doesn't know.
Yeah, actually, I haven't met him, but we're told that he's very capable.
Excellent. Excellent. Most of you look very capable.
Where generally where we be going? We're supposed to meet with a friend of ours. Where did I say? Red Larch. I think it was in about a week.
Oh, you'll have time to make that. We're not heading to Red Larch. We will be heading south.
Okay.
We'll do whatever you need.
Oh, Red Larch, huh?
and, we'll do our best.
Excellent. Well, I'm very happy to have you along, and I'll get you back to your very important mission of fighting the cults very shortly.
Oh, you know about that, huh?
Yes, I think at this point everybody in the city knows that.
Look at us, guys. We don't have a name for our little group.
Yeah, we do.
What's her name?
Wasn't it? Isn't? Oh wait, isn't it named after the adventure, the Raconteurs or something?
Are we Raconteurs? I think that was an actual group that exists already.
All four of you are members.
We're probably the only existing members left, right?
I
It's
mean,
perfect.
well, the
You know.
Vivael. I mean, you don't know if she's dead. I
Oh,
don't know
that's
why
right.
you would say that, but maybe she's dead. Maybe you are the last. I won't put that out of possibilities.
If she's not really a part of the team, though, can we really call ourselves that? If
Yeah, whatever you guys want to be.
We could be the Force and Tarum.
no.
No. We'll have to think of a name.
Work in progress.
Good point, Gargosh. Come up with a name for ourselves.
Did I? I don't think I made that.
What would you call us looking at the
The three elves and their human slave companion.
3 men and a baby.
Yes.
We have a
No,
mission.
you're the baby.
I'm not the baby. You're the baby.
This elf is quite annoying.
Yeah, they can be.
Seems from guy.
You
What?
notice that his name also has Gar in it. It's Garkosh.
It's a great name.
Gargrim.
What type of do you use any magics or certain kinds of weapons or anything? I don't know if we'd be fighting, but just always good to know.
Well, so I'm not all that great of a fighter. Don't know any magic, but pretty good with an axe and a
I'm a
shield.
wizard. This is my book.
Good.
Go through it. I got a lot of stuff in here.
I thought somebody said not to show your book to people.
Oh, quit doing
Never
that.
mind. Don't look at my book.
I don't really like books. I'm a
He
dwarf.
can't read. He's a
Don't
dwarf.
do it.
No dwarf
Um,
libraries.
Since some
There are, but only for specific types of dwarves.
Elves.
Yes.
I say that
elf.
ever since I was told to stop showing people my book, I've been writing every other page in a different language.
Nice. Even languages you don't know. I have no idea what this says.
You comprehend language, you start thinking of different languages. I don't think that's how it works, but
No, it's not.
Anything we should prepare for this journey? Like, do we need any specific journeying equipment?
Well, I'm not quite sure what the situation would be at the tomb, but typically when entering tombs, things like rope, grappling hooks, things to disable traps and locks, that kind of thing.
We've got some of
I,
that stuff.
I don't expect to be able to just walk in and take the axe. There's probably going to be secret passageways, traps, creatures that want our blood, and all kinds of dangers, which is why I can't do it by myself, because I would die.
Is it more than a day's journey from Yartar?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We can prepare some spells when we get near it.
It's gonna be fun.
I have rope. I don't know if any of us have grappling stuff.
I used to. I don't think I do anymore.
Yours
can all
broke
fly.
when you fell off the tower at Feathergill Spire,
Yes, that's when I lost.
which was, I don't know how I remember that. It was like a year and a half ago. But
I don't remember how I
also want-
remember it either.
I also want to use my magnificent mansion tonight.
oh, sweet. Okay, you want to move
Wanna-
right to? Well, does anybody want to buy anything?
I'll buy some grappling hooks then, I guess.
Yep, that you'd be able to buy. How many do you want?
Are they heavy?
It's obviously reusable. They're 4 pounds each.
I guess we should all have one, right?
Yeah, why don't we all? I'll buy one and give one to everybody.
You can all fly.
Oh, yeah.
I can't fly.
They're 2 gold each, and it doesn't come with rope.
Does everybody have rope?
If I have rope, if I
I
can
don't
access
think
my.
I have any anymore.
I have rope at all times.
Yeah, the problem with rope is that's heavy.
But do I need a rope?
Right, you can fly.
We got rid of those blue bars, right? When they took them from Urgan. I can't remember what that stuff was called.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Runite?
Runite, yeah. Runite bars?
I don't know.
They took them or something. Someone took them back.
Oh, you returned them? Okay.
Well, then I've got my bag of holding. I don't think I have anything in my bag of holding now. So I've lots
Yeah,
of.
that's why I haven't given you a hard time about your weight. That's way over.
Yeah, I know it's always way over. Yeah.
You have a bag of holding, so I haven't given you a hard time.
Yeah. I'll just buy like 3 rope, 3 grappling hooks, I guess.
Okay, the
'Cause,
ropes
some
are a
people can
gold each.
fly.
The grappling hooks are 2 gold each, so 9 gold.
Okay.
Which again, a gold is like $300, so you did spend a lot. Okay.
Wow.
Anything else anybody wants to do before we do the mansion?
I gave away this pint of Benefang blog to the elves already, I think, right? That's long gone.
Yes.
0.
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead, Travis.
So my mansion is going to be, big double doors going in. Each of you, I've decided to do specified servants specifically for you. Grimgars are going to be catwomen.
Oh my god.
Erkin is going to be Zentarum people. Male or female, whatever he wants.
Just like old times.
Kind of look like them. And Max and our farm girls. And then mine are librarians.
Ooh.
Wow. Sexy
Uh,
librarians.
Nerd.
Some, yeah, some of them just look smart.
Look at the brain on that one.
So the entrance is going to be large stairs right in the center, big stairs in the center, going up then left and right. That's where all the bedrooms are. With each room's going to have a bar in it for each of you, and hot tubs in each room.
Oh man.
And then downstairs to the left is going to be the large dining room, and then to the right is going to be a library with each of our paintings of our faces on the walls. Each of us have different gems around our paintings. Mine is diamond, Grimgar is emerald, Erkin is sapphire, and Maxon is ruby. And each with like desks for each of you. The dining room is going to be mostly silver, silver trim, big wooden table. And I guess the kitchen would be right off of that. And that's really all I wrote down.
Sweet. I never want to leave.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
pretty comfortable.
awesome.
It's huge, huge dining room. Like it could fit a ton of people. Food.
So everyone.
Whatever. You each got servants that can take care of you.
So to each of you, how many of there's like 100, right? So each of you have 25.
Unless we bring other people with us. How do I go into Grimgar's room? That's all I know.
No. You hear like cat noise.
Grimgar's room is probably at the other end. Everybody else's.
You walk by Grimgar's door and it just smells like kitty litter.
Farm girl's going in there.
You walk by Max's room and it smells like manure.
You hear a cow go.
There's a cow. He's got a cow in there.
And when Clarion picked all the servants, he didn't really know like what everyone would want, so he just went by like what he's seen everybody enjoy.
What did Erkin get?
Zitarum people.
Oh
Bunch
god.
of zit- So it's just a bunch of like burly women, like
Yeah,
Oh
I think I can
man.
change it if you want something else, but that was
We get to stay up drinking and gambling and stuff all night.
true. Absolutely do that.
stupid.
I'm very disappointed that we told him we'd beat him like at dawn now because I want him to stay here like all night.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that'll be a good place to start meeting up with him in the morning. So is there anything else anybody wants to do tonight?
I want to milk my cow.
Well, you're gonna.
Uh,
Ooh.
there. I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. Well, we've wrapped up the entirety of Yartar then. We're going to start next session with you guys hitting the road again. I guess if you want that one horse, I can't remember. Yeah, you can have the horse.
Why not?
Okay. We'll do that. Now I've got to make a new guy. So you guys, why don't you, before we end tonight, do your long rest.
Oh yeah.
Give yourself all your stuff back. And then between now and next week, if you're going to change any spells, probably a good idea.
Probably have to do it another time because I cannot load any.
Okay.
Mine's loading all right. It's slow, but it's loaded.
I just refreshed and then I'm just looking at white.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible, all of this. Alright, guys. Well, I deleted Noreen Deaths from the front page because she's dead and moved Urshnora back up to allies.
Yeah, we did it.
Hey,
So,
Hooray.
We survived that.
yeah. It ended up
Before
not
we
even
got-
being close. You survived easily.
I told Smash before we got on, I was like, we have like probably 75% chance of dying.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the wall ended up working a lot better, I think, than you thought it was going to.
Yeah. Well, that was my thought before. Like my thought was if Grimgar is down when I have a turn to Wall of Force, but if he's up, I would probably do Scatter.
Yeah.
Scatter might not have been good anyway because they could have just chased us down and killed us all.
Right. That's kind of what I was saying. Is you're only going to be 30 feet away.
So I thought Wall of Force I think was more of a sure thing.
Yeah.
For a few of us, definitely can get killed unless they disintegrate.
Axon killing that assassin in the first round sure helped a lot too.
Good job.
Yeah.
That was a
Job.
great job by Maxon.
Axon owns.
Just because that guy, you know, he was doing massive damage and his turn was coming up. So. Yep. Okay. Well, we'll pick it up next time with you guys leaving Yartar and on to the next part of the adventure, and you guys will finish that, and then presumably, based on what you've told me, your intention is to go back to the cults.
So
So this gets you back somewhat in that direction anyway. So that's a good thing.
yeah, I wonder what's going on with Hammond Costa. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It always did kind of confuse me. Well, not confuse me, but I was always kind of suspicious of him.
He's a necromancer. That's probably the right
Yeah.
attitude.
Much why.
point.
But remember his whole thing. I don't know if it matters to you at all, but he has said and followed through with he doesn't turn anyone into a zombie unless they give him permission,
Exactly.
which
Mm.
is weird for a necromancer. So,
I remember.
Interesting.
because he uses speak with dead first to make sure, like, to talk to them. So
That's how we thought he was a good guy. Well, he helped us a lot too. But
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
he saved you guys kind of from the giant crow.
yeah, he was pretty useful. Okay.
Yeah, he's a half cleric, half wizard too.
Cool.
I like making the NPCs dual class.
Thought about. I've been thinking because I've listened to a lot of Critical Role, and I've been thinking of different dual class stuff that would be fun.
The only part that sucks about that for like a wizard is that like giving up your levels into something else means you don't get your next magic as soon.
I mean, with this character, but I thought if I made a new one, I might try it.
Yeah. Well, once you hit level 17, and like, I mean, assuming we play all the way to 20, the next 3 levels you could do as something else, because 17 gives you ninth level spells. So you don't have to keep going as wizard at that point. But, like, probably out of all of you guys, the two that it makes the most sense for would be Max and Urkin, to put levels into something else. Urkin, like, if you took 2 levels in Rogue, then you'd get sneak attack. I think it's 2 levels. And that's one of the things about Urshnor. I know you didn't take her with you, but like her first hit on a turn, like she can do Hunter's Mark. She has Colossus Slayer, so she gets plus a D8 on a creature that doesn't have all its hit points. She can use that once per turn. And Hunter's Mark and Sneak Attack. And she can use all of that on one attack.
She did a crap ton of damage. She hit that guy like 50 damage or something.
Well, that was because it was a crit.
Oh, yeah.
So she got a D6 for her weapon, a D8 for Colossus, another D6 for Hunter's Mark, and 2 D6 for Sneak Attack, and then double all that dice. And then every attack after that would be a D6 plus Hunter's Mark.
Does sneak attack need a finesse or ranged weapon?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Is your whip not those things?
Is a whip a ranged weapon?
A whip is a finesse weapon.
Is it?
You use dexterity for that. Not strength. You don't do your strength modifier and damage. Yeah, she was using a short sword, which is a finesse weapon.
It is a finesse weapon.
Yeah. So something to think about. For Maxon, you could do a lot of things. Maxon could go put a couple levels into Barbarian and start raging.
Yeah.
I think
I should
rage
do that.
might only help for strength attacks though, so it wouldn't help your bow.
I mean,
But if he took
strength
a couple of
probably
levels
is
in
good.
Ranger, he could do Hunter's Mark and deal extra D6 on every hit.
Whoa.
Or like
That'd be pretty
cleric
sweet.
and get some healing.
I don't know if he has the wisdom for that.
Nope.
I
My
You have to have at
wisdom's
least 13
very
wisdom.
low. I have 13
Paladin.
wisdom
Do you
right
need
now.
Oh, you
do
do?
you- wisdom for paladin?
Charisma.
No.
Charisma or
Uh,
strength, actually, I think, for Paladin.
He has strength, I think. Don't you have strength?
I am good in strength and constitution and dexterity.
Okay, well then, yeah, you could do Paladin. I don't know. I just for you guys, I wasn't really advocating for dual class because you guys have never played through a campaign as one class before. So dual classing seemed like why are we making it complicated for people who've never even
Yeah, when I said it, I mostly meant campaign, but
yeah. One thing that's cool for wizards is if you take your first level as a fighter and then every level after that as a wizard, you can be a wizard in heavy armor. Because as long as if you have fighter as one of your levels, as long as it was your first level, you get heavy armor
Yeah,
proficiency.
you get proficiency in all the armor.
Yeah, all weapons and all armor.
isn't a wizard feature though? If you're not wearing armor, you get your dexterity bonus for AC.
That's not a wizard rule. That's an everyone rule.
Uh.
Your AC is 10 plus your dexterity. If you're wearing light armor, it's the armor plus your dexterity. If you're wearing medium armor, it's your armor plus dexterity of a max of 2. And if you're wearing heavy armor, it's the armor.
No
So-
armor.
So like
wait,
if
parents
you
armor?
Huh?
You're saying Theron could wear armor?
If you were proficient with it.
Okay, so the issue is that I'm not proficient.
Right. If you were proficient with armor, if you weren't proficient with armor and you wore it, you wouldn't be able to cast spells.
I see.
But if you took fighter at level 1, you could wear plate armor and wear a shield, so your AC would be 20. And then in your free hand, you would cast spells.
Like a battle mage class.
Yeah, basically. There is a type of mage that is war mage that has a lot of cool stuff like that. Like yours is School of Evocation, but there's a class that isn't School of anything. It's just War Mage, and they get lots of stuff like that.
That's a wizard thing.
Yeah, because there's eight wizard subclasses, one for each school, and then there are other wizards too. There's War Mage. Why don't I just look it up?
Like a battle mage.
Wizard. Yeah, there is okay. The school for each of the 8, and then there is Blade Singer, Chronergy Magic, Graviturgy Magic, Order of Scribes, and War Magic.
Okay. That's
So
pretty
like War Magic gives you at level 2, when you are hit by an attack or you fail a saving throw, you can use your reaction to gain +2 to AC against the attack, or +4 to the saving throw. You also get a bonus to initiative equal to your intelligence. At level 6, whenever you finish a long rest. Oh, this is complicated. I'm not gonna. You can deal. I mean, it's just a way of empowering your spells, so you deal extra damage on a spell equal to half your wizard level. At level 10, you gain +2 bonus to AC and all saving throws.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. So instead of, I mean, the thing that Travis gets, or that Theron gets, is his ability to not damage his friends with evocation spells, which is really good.
It's like my
Yeah.
favorite thing.
It makes Fireball a lot harder to cast. I mean, those wizards that you were fighting, both of them could cast Fireball. Neither of them did it a single time because you were always surrounded by their friends. So that evocation thing that Theron has is a really big deal. You would notice it if you didn't have it.
It would be so hard.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, good job everybody tonight. And I'll
Yeah.
see you in a week.
All right. That's good.